What up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Boxing Talk, and I'm back here with a quick rundown recap of tonight's Showtime triple header, headlined by Gary Russell Jr. taking on Oscar Escandon, defending his WBC featherweight championship. On the undercard, you had Rances Barthélemy taking on Eli Relic in the opening bout of the triple header card. On the co-main event. In the co-main event, you had Andre Dirrell taking on Jose Ugatage for the IBF interim super middleweight championship for the right to face James DeGale. Let's start with the opening bout. Rances Barthélemy, and I didn't catch this whole fight. I left out in the 5th or 6th round after Barthélemy got hurt. He was hurt early in the fight by a right hand from Relic. Proceeded to, bounce back. He's the better tactical fighter. More experience, he's a 2-division champion. But he won a controversial decision, according to most boxing fans and experts out there. He won a unanimous decision. I can't speak too much on that fight because I didn't watch it. I will watch it later on after the Terrence Crawford-Felix Diaz card. But on to the co-main event, which was crazy. You had Andre Dirrell making his 3rd attempt at winning the championship. His pedigree. Jose Ugatage, a young, powerful guy, started fast. Both guys came out in the southpaw stance. It was a relatively close round, but I gave it to Ugatage. Second round, Ugatage ratcheted up the pressure and the power. He caught Andre Dirrell, overextending himself with a straight left hand and countered him with a beautiful right cross, right hook, whatever you want to call it, and hurt Andre Dirrell bad. Andre Dirrell went down, but the referee ruled it a slip. In the 3rd round, Ugatage won, but Andre started to kind of turn the tide a little bit. In the next 3 rounds, I gave it to Andre. He was kind of starting to take control with his jab, fighting out of the southpaw stance. He was shooting a straight left hand. He was throwing combinations, doing well, fighting off the ropes. And I must say, for a guy that's been inactive so much, and for a guy that's 33, 34 years old now, his reflexes are still top notch. He was making Ugatage miss a lot. While he was against the ropes, bobbing and weaving, slipping shots, just, tremendous reflexes, as Paulie Malignaggi pointed out. Let's go to the 8th round, where things got scary for Andre Dirrell and his family and got bad for Jose Ugatage. He hit Andre with a 3-punch combination. It seemed to me what I heard after the bell rung, and he had been warned earlier about hitting after the bell had rung. Anyway, the first left hand hurt Andre. The second one KO'd him. Even though he was kind of alert, he looked to his corner, and this is what I seen him and heard him say. What happened? Some people say he said, "What do I do next?" I'll strongly disagree with that. But anyway, it was a disqualification win. He's now the IBF interim super middleweight champion. He will get his rematch with James DeGale sometime later this year. Hopefully he's okay from the shots he took. He said he was fine in the post-fight interview. He said he forgave Ugatage. He didn't think he did anything. He didn't try to hurt him that way, and in his opinion. And then it got crazy. It was a brawl. His uncle, Andre Dirrell's uncle, Leon Lawson, hit Jose Ugatage, which was some sucker shit, with a left hook, and then he missed on a right-hand follow-up. And I don't know if Jose Ugatage was trying to put his leg up to kick him or to defend himself, but whatever it was, lucky for Leon Lawson, Ugatage didn't punch back because he had on gloves and he's a powerful guy, so he's lucky about that. I expect Ugatage and his team to, file a protest to try to get the ruling overturned. It remains to be seen because you got to go back and watch the film and listen to when the bells rang, and if it was indeed after the bell rang when he connected on the last left hand. But he was warned before that to stop doing that. Anthony was involved in a little altercation with one of the staff members at the fight. I don't know if he's going to be arrested, but he has been questioned. They're going to go back and watch the film. Maybe this could affect his fight with Caleb Smith that was announced yesterday to take place September 9th in Los Angeles for the vacant WBC super middleweight title. Leon Lawson will be arrested once he's found by the police, because there was assault on Jose Ugutage. All in all, I mean, it was a crazy scene. Unfortunate way to end a fight. Unfortunate way to win the fight. Second time this happened to Andre, way back in the second round of the Super 6 tournament. Arthur Abraham hit him with a right hand, and that kind of forced him out of action for almost 2 years. But on to the main event, you had Gary Russell Jr. defending his title against Oscar Escandon. Escandon put up a good fight, but Gary Russell was too much. Both guys made it a phone booth type fight early on. Gary Russell was killing him in the first round with uppercuts, right uppercuts, left uppercuts. He was just eating leather. And we know Gary Russell has some of the fastest hands in boxing, if not the fastest. He kept roughing him up, and then he hit him. I think he hurt him with a right uppercut, or no, a right hand, right hook that he hurt Johnny Gonzalez with in their fight, and eventually stopped him. He dropped him. Escandon got up, kind of shook Gary Russell up with a left hook he landed as well. But fast forward to the 7th round, he hit him with a overhand right, backed up Escandon, who was clearly hurt. Russell jumped on him after the count and everything, and he didn't even land a shot really. And Escandon went down. Referee Harvey Duck stopped it, rightfully so, because Escandon was taking a lot of leather, a lot of big shots, and you don't want to see a fighter just get beat and can't defend himself. So Gary Russell defends his title. He said he wants Lomachenko before he retires. He said he's gonna have to fight him twice, because after he knocks him out once, he's gonna have to do it again, because Lomachenko gonna want a rematch. He wants to unify with Mares and Santa Cruz, but he didn't mention Valdez, who is a champion as well at 126. He said if he can't unify at 126, he's going to go up to 130 and bully those guys. It remains to be seen if he will step up. I hope he does, because he's very talented and, one of the most skillful boxers and underrated power punchers in boxing today. Fastest hands, like I said, in boxing. But overall, the card was good. Controversial decisions, brawls out after the fight, disqualifications. A very good fight in the main event. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Colossal Boxing Talk. Leave those comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought about tonight's fights. Each fight, subscribe to this channel again, CBT. Follow us on Twitter at Colossal CBT. Then head over to Facebook, like our Colossal Boxing Facebook page. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.